Okay, Google, how many days of vacation do Americans take?
10 days. According to Quora, there is no legal requirement for employers to provide paid vacation in the USA. Most employers offer full-time employees at least 2 weeks, 10 days, of paid vacation time, but some actively discourage people from actually using that time.
John Legend is dropping some truth bombs. We need to talk about vacations.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time, welcome. I want to use this video to talk about two things. Well, three things. One, vacations. Why you should take them, why they're important to you, and to the work that you do. Then I want to talk about the summer slowdown, things that you can do with your career during the summer slowdown. And then I want to share my thoughts on vacations, what I do, what are the strategies that I use for vacation time, and some plans that I have coming up in the next couple of weeks that I think you guys would be interested in. While I was looking through the information and the data on this idea of vacation, it was sad to me that most Americans don't take their vacation time. And I totally understand if you can't. I get it. There are people who are hourly workers. There are people who are contractors, freelancers. You're not working, you're not getting paid. I get that. My mother cleaned houses. If she wasn't cleaning the house, she wasn't getting paid. Her vacation time was being unemployed. Totally get it. But 76% of you have vacation time as a benefit at work. And yet the data shows us that you're not taking your vacation time, especially in the summer, when I think you should be taking your vacation time. The summer is meant to take vacation time. I saw a stat that said that only 58% of Americans were going to take vacation time this summer. 58%. That's depressing. And I'm projecting a little bit here too, because it's hard for me to separate my life from my work, because I know this is going to sound crazy, but I love the work that I do. I love the work that I'm doing. I love waking up, having a blank sheet of paper and building something, creating something, developing content, developing new ideas and finding the evidence that supports those ideas, having a different perspective on things. I love my work. But even for us, those of us that are passionate about what we do, that we love what we do, we still need to take a break. We need to take some time off. We need to detach ourselves from the parts of work that we don't like. And that's what I try to do. Because taking a vacation is good for you. It's good for your family. It's good for your relationships. It's good for your employer. Your employer should be begging you to take vacation time. It's good for them when you take vacation time. Yet most Americans either don't take vacation or feel like if they take a vacation, it's going to look bad. It's going to look like they're lazy. It's going to look like they're not really passionate about the work that they do. Employers need to do a better job promoting the idea of taking time off. We have research that shows us that taking vacation time is good for you. It reduces stress. Vacation time reduces heart disease. Vacation time improves your relationships. Vacation time improves your creativity and the work that you do. It's good for your soul. And we know these things, and yet most Americans don't take time, especially in the summer. The research shows us that you need to take about 8 days off to get the full benefit and effect of taking vacation time. Sorry, I gotta fix. We are now in the middle of vacation season. Work slows down. It literally slows down. You can feel work slow down this summer. And yet, most Americans don't take a lot of time off in the summer. Like I said earlier, 58% of Americans are planning on taking vacation time this summer, but when you actually dive into the numbers, it gets depressing. 31% of Americans say they plan on taking between 1 and 5 days off. 29% of Americans say they're going to take between 5 and 10 days off, which is the golden zone, the place where you should be taking vacation time. 16% of Americans say they're going to be taking between 11 and 15 days off, and only 6% of Americans are going to take more than 15 days off this summer. Those are some depressing numbers. So the first tip is easy. Take vacation. Take time off. Try to take the 8 days. Totally get it. If you don't get those 8 days, if you get 4 days, take the 4 days. If you get 3 days, take the 3 days. If you get 1 day, take the 1 day. But take that time. The more important thing isn't to take off work, it's to detach yourself from the work, to not be involved with the work, to move away as far as you can from that specific work. It doesn't mean you can't work on other things. It just means to get away from the day-to-day work that you do. I travel with a lot of you. You're really high-strung and stressed out. I need you to take a vacation time. Before I get back on an airplane, I need you to take some time off, please. So take the time off that you can get. And then there are other things that you can do this summer because work slows down that can help you in your career. The first one is to use some of that extra time, use some of that slow down time to catch up. And I don't mean to catch up on your work. I mean to catch up on things that you're passionate about, other areas that you want to get better in. Use the time to catch up on those things. For me, my other side is photography. You can see some of my pictures on Instagram. I'm trying to get better at some aspects of photography, astrophotography, and specifically, I am literally down the hill from the Lowe's Observatory in Flagstaff. Going to be spending a lot of time up there. Just spent a week in Greer, and you should see some of the pictures that I took. I feel like my photography helps me in my creativity. It opens up my mind to looking at different perspectives. So that's one area. So what is that area for you? What's the area of work that you can use the slow down time to get better at? I also want to catch up on books that I'm trying to read and research that I'm going through. So I got 10 books, reality, distortion, field. There's no way I'm going to be reading 10 books. What are the books that you need to catch up on? And if you don't have a list yet, this is a great opportunity to reach out to your network, to the people you care about, the people that you admire. Ask them what book you should read. What book did they read in the last year that had the greatest impact on their career or their life? Pick up that book and read that. So catch up on things that you're passionate about. That's one. Two, participate in growing your network or getting to know people that you want to get to know better. And what I think you should do is what I call having patio lunch dates. A lot of people tell you to build your network, get to know people better, invite them out to lunch. Absolutely. But in the summertime, you have a special opportunity. A lot of restaurants open up their back patios, their sidewalk cafes. They just go outside. They have tables outside. It is awesome to sit outside and eat. Use that cool environment to invite a mentor or someone you want to get to know better out to a patio lunch. Most people will say yes. It's fun to sit outside and eat lunch. It's fun to eat your lunch with your sunglasses on. It's fun to soak in the sun, to people watch. Find those restaurants, invite people that you want to get to know, have a patio lunch. And since you're not going out to lunch every day with someone, use lunchtime opportunity to take mini vacations. Work is slow down, add a little more time to your lunch, and don't sit at your desk and eat your lunch. Grab your lunch, take that book that you want to catch up on and read, and go sit in the park, go sit on a bench, go sit by a water fountain. Sit there and take a 30-minute vacation. Just detach yourself from your work. Do that. You'll feel better coming back to work. And the last thing I want to bring up is that you should just slow down. Everything is slow down with it. Enjoy your lunch more. Instead of staying at work till 8 o'clock at night, come home a couple hours earlier and enjoy the daylight that you have. Use that time as another mini vacation. Come home, enjoy the daylight. Go play basketball, go play golf, go sit on the porch and read your book, go to the park with your kids. Just use that extra time of daylight to enjoy yourself. Take it a little bit slower. You need to, chillax. I can't believe I just said chillax. You need to relax and take it easy. Okay, so how I handle this time of year is a little different than most people. I call this my off-the-grid vacation. And most people, when they hear off the grid, they think I mean off of technology, off of social media, and that's not what I mean at all. I mean off of the grid, off of the things that I don't like about work. And there's two main categories. First, email. Email is draining. You need a strategy for how you do email. I detach myself from email. I do not check through email while I'm off the grid. And then the second thing is meetings. I don't schedule meetings. They get all canceled. I don't attend any of them. I don't want to see notes from them. Nothing. I just detach myself from meetings. That's what I do. That's what I mean by off the grid. At the same time, most people, when they talk about vacation, means they go somewhere. Now, I travel for a living, so I don't want to go anywhere on vacation, but I also don't want to be home because home is where my office is. So I want to detach myself from my work. And so what we do as a family is this summer, we're up in Flagstaff. We're here for a month, rented a house where I can sit still and still not be home, right? That's how you solve that problem. I'm here, I'm sitting still in one place, I'm not traveling, and my family can do what they care about. My wife can participate in her Ironman training. My daughter can participate in summer camp. She's on some surviving wilderness camping thing that she's doing here in Flagstaff. She came home yesterday and tried to teach me what to do if a bear attacks us, or what to do if we see a rattlesnake or a mountain lion. I don't even know what a mountain lion looks like. What am I supposed to do if I see a mountain lion? Apparently, my 4-year-old will save us if we're walking through the woods and we see a mountain lion. Everyone gets to do what they want to do. I get to do what I want to do, and I get to sit still. And I get to catch up on research that I'm reading, on books that I want to read, on photography lessons that I want to take, on videography lessons. And at the same time, I get to travel a little bit. We're in northern Arizona. We're a central location to Sedona, to national monuments, to the Grand Canyon, to Antelope Canyon, to the Monument Valley, all these great places. I'm going to be traveling, taking day trips, visiting these places, taking pictures, and shooting videos. So the next couple of videos you're going to see about email and about meetings are going to be while I'm on these trips. So you should subscribe because just the scenery alone will be worth it. So that's it. That's what I wanted to cover. Take vacation time. It's good for you. It's good for your work. Your work needs you to take a vacation. Detach yourself from the grid and focus on things that you're passionate about, things that you want to get better at. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, share, make sure you hit the notification button so you see when the next video is coming out. And if you have tips that you've learned over the years, if you have things that you do to help you grow your career during the summertime, please share those in the comment section. I would love to see those, would love the community to see some other ideas besides the ones that I just presented on things that you can do to improve your vacation, things that you can do to improve your detachment from work, or other ideas and tips that you can do this summer to improve your career. Well, everyone, take a break and I'll see you in the next video. Did you just come out of the doggy door?
And hello! And hello!
All right, get out of here.
Presenting my pop, my daddy, Jamie. Stop.
I'm trying to, you're breaking my concentration.
And just let it. I'm just He'll say another thing soon. That's my daddy right there. His real name is Jamie.
Are you done? You're insane.